Charlotte mother, murdered by her boyfriend, was trying to help other women escape abuse. Aaliyah Terry was at her Northeast Charlotte home when police say that her boyfriend stabbed her to death.
Detectives are still searching for him right now, and Tartina Terry learned that she helped her write a book and shared her testimony about domestic violence.
Yeah, Leah Terry had hoped that her story would encourage other women, but days before the book's pre-order, police say she was murdered here in her own home by her boyfriend.
She was a beautiful person inside and out. She kept a beautiful smile.
But David says her friend had endured and overcome much heartache. She recently wrote her account about it in a book called The Queen Experience. Davis is the book's publisher and says Terry had hoped her story would inspire abused women.
She talked about domestic violence, which is very ironic because that's exactly what unfortunately led to her demise.
Monday, 3 days before the book's pre-order, police responded to Terry's house on Gold Pan Road for domestic disturbance. By the time they arrived, they say the man was gone. 4 hours later, they responded again and found Terry dead inside. Her boyfriend, 32-year-old Isaiah Henderson, was missing. Police are still searching for him tonight.
Yo, YouTube, what's going on? Trey back again. Hit you with a video. Now, this video right here comes out of Charlotte, North Carolina. Big shout out to everybody in the NC in North Carolina. You all know exactly who you are. Everybody who support the Trey King Show family in the great state of North Carolina, in the city of Charlotte. But we have a story, more like an update to a story that came out a couple of days ago where we had a woman, a mother of two, who was recently writing a book explaining her situation going through domestic violence. And a lot of you women out there may have went through domestic violence. Some of you all still going through domestic violence. Now, I'm going to try my best, you know what I'm saying, to be cool doing this video. But one thing I can't stand is a no good ninja. And that goes for any color, white, black, red, brown, it don't damn matter. Ninja could be any damn body, just a sorry, no good bastard. Yes, that's what a ninja is. Now, I ain't talking about these samurai ninjas overseas and stuff. But anyway, now we have a guy who's 32 years old, but look every bit. A hard 64 in the face. Lived a hard life. And when them police must have called him, they must have whooped the dog shit out of him. Did you see his face? But anyway, this guy was wanted. They had a manhunt for him and everything because he stabbed this woman to death, a woman that he was staying with, and police got called to the house many a time. And the reason why the charges never did go further, or the reason why he was still there, was because she never pressed charges on him. So when the police show up, they're pretty much, you know what I'm saying, it wasn't that big of a deal. You know what I'm saying, we was arguing, you know, excuses people make up, and I'm sure a lot of you all have made those same excuses. But let me tell you something. Look, some people don't understand really what love is. One thing about love, if you love somebody, you're not going to hurt them. You're not going to hit them. The last thing you're going to do is hit them. Now, I know some of you all, you get mad. We're human. We all get mad sometimes. But that's when you have self-control. It takes a bigger person to walk away than stand there and go argue with a woman. I know some of you all, you guys might say, well, women get out of line, and women might say the guys got out of line. People take things too far. I understand that. But you have to understand, if you really genuinely care and love for each other, the last thing you're going to want to do is hurt each other. Love don't supposed to hurt you. So people who talk about love supposed to hurt, know the hell it don't. You know what I'm saying? It's time for that kind of pain to go. So what I'm trying to say is this right here. When it's time for the police to get called and it's getting to that stage where it's getting violent, somebody's going to wind up hurt, dead, or in jail. So the best thing to do is to let the person go. If you love something or love somebody, let them go, like they say. And it's the old saying is true. If it's meant to be and they come back to you, then it's fine. But don't force anything. Don't force nothing, because what you're going to do, you're going to rip something, you're going to tear something up. And that's what happened in these relationships when people try to force somebody to be with them or force somebody to treat you right. You don't have to force nobody to treat you right. They should naturally treat you right. If you have to force somebody to treat you right, evidently they don't give a damn about you. That may hurt some of you all feelings, but some of you all need to hear that. But sometimes people need that extra strength, I understand, to walk away. You feel what I'm saying? And I understand also that women deal with issues different than men. I have a sister. I have women in my family. I understand. You know, a lot of us men, you know what I'm saying, me being an alpha man, I'll just get up and I'll just walk away. I'll leave. But some women are more attached. Not saying that I'm not emotionally attached, but you know what I'm saying, I tend to see things just a little bit different. But this guy right here, instead of him being a bigger man and walking away and leaving this woman with her 2 children to raise her kids, he decides ultimately to keep on beating her and then kill her. I don't know if he read the book and seen that he was in the book, but she was in the process of releasing a book about domestic violence a few days before she was found dead. So we're not going to take up too much of your time. I'm going to dive deep into the story, and I'm going to give my opinion. Surely, as we go. Man charged with murder and stabbing of girlfriend. And this story comes out of North Carolina. My condolences goes out to her children and also to her family. It says, a man wanted in a stabbing and killing of a mother of two in East Charlotte on July the 2nd has been arrested. Isaiah Andrew Henderson III. And why all these killers had to have biblical names? Isaiah. You know who Isaiah was. If you don't know, go read the good book. And I ain't talking about Playboy. We talking about the Bible. But anyway, he's 32, but look every bit of 64 in the face. And I bet when them police caught up to him, Lord knows, they probably put about that much foot in his ass and stuff. All them scars on his face. And they showed a before picture. He didn't have them scars, but they showed an after picture. So I don't understand. We don't know what happened out there in the jungle. But anyway, he's 32 years old, is charged with murder and the death of 35-year-old Aaliyah Terry. Police say the two were in a relationship. Terry was stabbed at her home on Gold Pan Road in East Charlotte. Not only did you bring this bastard into your house, but he kills you in your own damn house without him paying no damn bills. Let me tell you something. If you got a life and you got responsibility and you out here handling business, you don't have time to sit there and argue. You don't have time to sit here and stab nobody. You too busy trying to work and make a living and bring food home for the family, no matter if it's gifts, no matter what. Only a person who ain't about shit will sit up here and do this type of thing. A real man will be out there working. He will come home. He'll be in his zone. She'll be in her zone. We talk. Other than that, that's it. But when you find somebody who have the energy and the time to want to argue all the time, you got to look at them like, what the hell is you doing with your life? Because I'm busy. Why ain't you busy? Think about that also. Now, Henderson, who was being sought as a person of interest in the case, reported Thursday to police headquarters where he was interviewed and charged. Now, he was already on the run. They've been looking for this guy, had him all over TV, but he turns himself in the 4th of July. I don't know if he had to go pop firecrackers or he wanted to go get some of that good barbecue, because North Carolina got some pretty good barbecue places. I don't know what the hell he was doing. I don't know if he wanted to go tell his mama bye and wipe the tear from his cousin eye. I don't know. But anyway, he turned himself in on the 4th of July. Phone records of 911 calls show 19 calls made from the address in the past year. Did y'all hear that? It shows 19 calls made to the police station over the past year. And each time you call that police station, even if it's butt dial or misdial or whatever, even if you didn't mean to, guess what? They still got to log it in, because you could tell them any damn thing. You feel me? So they got a log there. And each time they're going to write on that log or type it in their computer, whatever they do, well, most likely type it in on a computer, showing that they reported to your address. So if anything happened, they're going to pull up, oh, we don't got called at this date, in the time. So guess what? The best thing to do, if, especially grown people, because I ain't talking to children, if you're grown and you can't get along, move the hell on. I ain't trying to make that rhyme neither. But that's all I'm saying right here, because it comes a point in your life. You know, you get tired of arguing. You get tired of the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You'd rather be alone. And you got some people out here who don't give a damn, because guess what? They ain't got nothing to live for and nothing to lose. And evidently, Mr. Isaiah Andrew Henderson III didn't have nothing to lose and nothing to live for, because a damn fool can see that it's not a smart thing to do. A damn fool could see that why would I risk my freedom and my life, take this woman away from her 2 kids, take these 2 kids away from their mom, just because me and this woman can't get along? Do that make any damn sense? Now, of those 3 were for domestic violence. Probably all of them was for domestic violence, because I doubt if surely if they call the police to come get a cat out the tree, I doubt very seriously they call the police to ask about a question from Jeopardy. So mostly all those calls were made for probably domestic violence. But the 3 that they're reporting about are probably the ones that went into detail about it, because you just don't dial a police station just to dial a number. Tell me if I'm lying. But anyway, they said of those 3 were for domestic violence, and another was for assault with a deadly weapon. See, it gets worse and worse. So not only are you making all these calls, 19 calls in 1 year, 3 for domestic violence, and also 1 for assault with a deadly weapon, it's time to leave, because guess one thing? I'm not going to put my hand on you, and you're not going to put your hand on me, because I bruise easy. First of all, I'd be looking like an LGBT flag. I'd be like a little rainbow up under my eyes and stuff. I'd be purple, pink, blue, pink right there, all that. I don't need that in my life. Anyway, There were no domestic violence protective orders. I wonder why. Why wasn't there no restraint on? You know why? Because she did not press the charges on him. She did not go file for the paperwork because she was still probably believing that maybe this guy would change. Or she was calling herself, like y'all say, I don't want to send him to jail. Well, damn, he going to try to send you to heaven or hell, so you better do something real soon. Because that's how it goes down. Because you cannot reason with ignorant ass people. You cannot reason with evil folks. That's all I'm saying. If somebody's sitting up here assaulting you with a deadly weapon, which means they're using a weapon, no matter if it's a bat or a knife, they don't give a damn about you. So why protect them? You see what I'm saying? The number one rule in this world is called self-preservation. You take care of yourself before anything, which means if you die, then what good is anything else then if you gone? So you take care of yourself first. So when situations like this happen, you get on that phone or do what you got to do, call the cops, Tyrone, Jim Rohn, whoever the hell you need to call, and get this person away from your house. And the same with you guys. These women want to fight. They want to keep up shit. You handle your business and you doing right. Move on. Don't sit there and argue with no damn body. Let's continue because somebody getting mad right now looking at their spouse like that. Anyway, they says there were no orders of domestic violence set forth from the court, meaning each time the police came out for an issue, charges were not pressed. And eventually, they're not gonna take you serious because them police remember who you are. When they go into your address, they already typing it in their computer. So they seeing that you are not even trying to press charges. It's like a routine call in. But then when something happened, we all sad about it. Now, I'm not trying to talk down on the victim. Of course not. I'm trying to open up the rest of you all eyes, which means if anytime you got to start resorting to calling police, that's the beginning of the end right there. Because number one, they're going to be in your business. And then also, no decent man or woman going to want police in their business. Now, if you're scared of somebody, you need to get the hell away from them. That's the only time I feel you should need the police any damn way far as a domestic relationship goes. It's a hard decision to make to leave an intimate partner in a violent relationship, says Neil Banner with safe allowance. It's hard when that cookie good, when that wood good, because some of you all, you know what I'm saying, they done dickmatize you, they done cookmatize you, they done did all that to you. You just can't let it go. You don't want to even pitch nobody else on that thing or on that cookie. So you all stay there. And then you got these emotional attachments. Some of you all just with the damn person because you just can't do no better. Let's just be honest about this shit today. You feel what I'm saying? Because I feel like this. If I got my ducks in a row, you got your ducks in a row. What the hell we arguing for? What the hell a person sitting there got means and something about themselves, something they got going on in their life. They're going to have time to be playing and arguing and fighting. You know what? Because if you do that, you're not going to have nothing for long because you're going to end up losing it all, whether you're going to jail or you're in and out the court system giving away your money. Now, friends of Terry, says she been thinking about leaving the relationship. Well, you know what? I'm not trying to be funny, and it's sad, but, took too long to come up with an answer. And that's just the point. You had all this time, all these situations to go around because guess what? If he wouldn't have killed her, most likely, until the book came out, until she just eventually had enough one day, and who to say how long that would be, that this would continue to go on. You know what I'm saying? No matter what you want to say or what you want to think, there's a time, there's a starting point, and there's an ending point to all this. So you might say, well, I'll put up with it for 6 months, but you may only have 3 months to live. You might say, well, this person may change next week, but they may kill you tonight. So you don't understand when is your time or whatnot. So the best thing to do when these situations come up is to nip it in the bud right then. Now, the police report shows someone from her home address called the police about a fight just hours before Terry was stabbed. See what I'm saying? So this is a person who's just a violent ass guy. And then you're not even respecting the fact that this woman have 2 kids and these kids got to see their mom beat up instead of you just being a man and leaving a damn house. Why sit up here and take your anger out on a damn woman? It seems like a lot of these people that do this type of stuff is mad at themselves because they grew up not to be shit. Because I'm going to tell you something. If you happy with yourself and you happy with your life, the last thing you're going to want to do is hurt somebody else. You're going to try to make their life better if yours good. So that's why I say a lot of these people don't have anything going on in their lives. So they try to destroy somebody else's life. Now, there are so many tactics that abusive partners use that puts a detriment on mental status. So it's not as easy as leaving, says Benil. And that's true. That's true. It plays with your mind. That's why you got to exhale. That's why they made the movie Waiting to Exhale. You can't exhale yet because you're not there yet. But when you get there, trust me, you're going to be like, damn, why I ain't been let this fool go? Let's continue. Now, when police first got to the house around 10 p.m. that night, which is too damn late to be fighting. I'll be all up in the bed thinking about tomorrow what I gotta do. The hell with some damn fighting. Anyway, around 10 p.m. the night of July the 1st, they were told a woman and her live-in boyfriend. Stop having these live-in boyfriends and stuff. That's gonna be your man or your husband or something like that. Them these live-in boyfriends, these live-in girlfriends. That ain't about shit right there. Anyway, they said they were told a woman and her live-in boyfriend had gotten into an argument. The live-in boyfriend had already left the scene, and officers determined that no crime occurred in connection to that call, and this would lead to her getting killed. Because what he did, he left because he didn't want to see the bad boy. See, they bad when the woman is by herself. They bad then. They'll whoop your ass, do all that. But when them boys show up, them police show up, they'll leave. And then when the police go away, they come back to finish what they already done because they don't want to really face the real man. That's a coward right there because a real man, you were standing right there. You know, number one, you wouldn't even do it. But you would stand there. You wouldn't leave and then come back when the police gone. But anyway, let's see what happened. About 4 hours later, after police responded to the call about the fight, they got another phone call about Terry being stabbed to death. 4 hours later, she was stabbed to death. He left, waited till the police left, then came back to her home, to her house. Now, he didn't pay no bills there most likely because if he did, how? I don't see how he doing all that fussing and fighting. But anyway, he comes back to the house 4 hours later and stabbed this woman, this mother of two, to death. That news hit hard for Terry's ex-husband, the father of her kids. And I'm sorry to the ex-husband also. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to sit up here and comment about their relationship or whatnot. But, you know what I'm saying, my condolences goes out to you because that is the mother of his children. So out of respect, you know, I would not say nothing about the ex-husband because the ex-husband did not kill the woman. He's not, you know, he's not the suspect in this case. He says nothing but good things to say. That's what she was. She was my wife. So then he must still feel some type of way about her. Said Lucius Smith. She was a good mom and just got into a bad relationship with somebody. And that happens a lot. You know what I'm saying? I done had people in my family been victims of domestic violence. And some of you all may also be victims of domestic violence. And I'm not going to read the rest. I will leave the link in the description below so you can go check it out. But if you are, you have to ask yourself this. Do this person love me? What is love? See, some of you all don't even know what love is because you never experienced love. And it's been so long, you don't forget what it is. Love, number one, will not hurt you. A person that loves you, man or woman, last thing they're going to do is hurt you. And the last thing they're going to do is try to kill you. If anything, they'll leave and go somewhere else. And they won't even come back to you because it's something in them, you know what I'm saying, that love they have for you that will not allow them to hurt you. So they will go away. You feel me? But a person who don't give a damn about you, they'll stand right in your face and smile and stab you right in your back. That's how evil works. So you can't make people love you. Stop forcing people to be with you and to love you. Let them go. The first time they want to leave, you open that door and say, go. That's all you got to do and walk away from it. But don't sit up here and keep going back and forth fighting, especially if you got kids, because your kids going to see that and your kids going to be just as damaged as guess what? As you are. So for the sake of your children, let these no good people go, whether they're a man or a woman. And this is no male bashing channel, no male bashing video. This is a people channel. You know what I'm saying? Because women kill men and men kill women also. But, you know, due to the fact that men, we supposed to be providers, we supposed to be protectors. And, you know, I don't believe the average woman can whoop an average man ass, no matter even some of you all believe that. But women are not here for us to beat them. True, some of them make us mad. True, some of us get mad enough we want to put our foot in their ass. But still, though, if you got to do all that, just leave the woman. Let her be, and you go on with yourself. Be by yourself or find somebody else who will fit you and make you happy. But let me know what you all think about this video. If you like the video, push that like button. If you like the video, subscribe to the channel. Definitely share this video with your family and friends. And remember, next time, you know what I'm saying, just ask yourself this right here. What is love? Do love supposed to hurt like this? And that's all you have to do. And if you say in your mind it does, then that explains why you're in the situation you're in. But if something tells you that it don't, then that means you need to change because something is trying to get you away from that situation you're in. Y'all have a blessed day. You take care. I'm out.